Hello and welcome. Laura Weigel here with the Will to Wild Jewelry and Holistic RX Remedies. And I'm excited to talk to you today about our throat chakra. So if you've been following along, if you happen to watch the Heart Chakra series, I'm going to be hitting all of them, even though I'm a little out of order. So today we're going to talk a lot about our throat chakra, and I'm really excited about that because I see a lot of shifts happening with people with expressing themselves and wanting to express themselves more, and that's very exciting because we have a lot to share. So when our throat chakra is balanced, we're able to clearly express ourselves in a way that others can hear us. We're expressing our authentic selves, and most importantly, we're able to listen. We can hear ourselves and we can listen to others, and that's really where connection happens. So our throat chakra is so important, in my opinion, in really making those connections happen. Now, all of our bottom chakras really need to be in alignment for our throat chakra to be in alignment, because they're all building off of each other. So thinking about, I took a few notes here beforehand, but thinking about like our root chakra, right? We need to be grounded and centered in the moment to really express ourselves correctly, because if we're all over the place, then we can't really be focused enough to clearly express ourselves. So our root chakra being balanced helps us to express ourselves from more of a grounded place. And then our sacral chakra, which in my opinion is very connected to our throat chakra, because our sacral chakra is all about creation and creativity. And so to have our sacral chakra in balance means that we can express our creativity. We can fully express ourselves and what we are here and meant to create. And then moving up to our solar plexus chakra, it's all about having the confidence to express ourselves, really stepping into our power and knowing that this is our time to express ourselves and to let go of those thoughts of what other people think. And then the heart chakra, which is what connects our lower chakras and then our higher chakras, helping us to move into those higher frequencies, expressing our heart's desires, expressing from our heart. And so that's why I think they build off of each other, and it's just so important to have the other chakras in alignment when working with our throat chakra. Now, what does that mean to have our throat chakra in alignment? It means that our chakras are kind of spinning at different frequencies, right? And they can be spinning too quickly. They can be just overly expressing ourselves, or overly functioning, really. Or they can be under functioning and spinning very slowly. And so what that may look like is an overspinning or an overacting throat chakra can look as somebody is very loud, somebody that interrupts all the time, that's not really listening. They're that person that when you're talking to them, they're just waiting to respond. They're literally just waiting for you to finish what you have to say so that they can respond. I know we've all met somebody like that, or several people like that. And addictions as well. So with our throat chakra, when it's out of alignment, it's where there can be a lot of anxiety and fears. And I heard something once that really made sense to me. It really resonated, and it was anxiety is excitement without breath. And so it feels like fear. It's that hyperventilating, that we're not slowing down and we're not truly really breathing, right? So that can be what it looks like when it's over. When it's under, it can have that really meek voice, somebody that's really hard to hear. They have a difficult time expressing themselves. Again, a lot of fear around expressing themselves, not listening, stifled creativity, thyroid dysfunction, which seems to be a lot more prevalent Now, I have a couple cool stories. So I was working with one client that lived here in Las Vegas, and she was a singer. She was actually one of the main singers for a show that we had playing in Las Vegas for a long time called Rock of Ages. And that show was shutting down, and she had decided to move to New York City and was hoping to just start some auditions and hopefully get onto Broadway. So we talked about a stone for her to use. And I talked to her about her throat chakra and expressing herself. And the reason I also brought up aquamarine, which I have on now around my neck, is because it's a stone of courage, right? Having the courage to fully express yourself. So she bought an aquamarine bracelet, and within a week, she actually was signed on to be Rod Stewart's new backup singer and has been traveling the world now for 2.5 years with Rod Stewart. So it's one of my favorite throat chakra stories to be told. Another one, I had a friend who was teaching here, and her voice cracked a lot. She was very hard to understand. It almost sounded like she was on the verge of tears all the time. And so for her, we prescribed some blue lace agate to just help her to calm down enough, because what was happening with her is she had a lot of repressed emotions that had been left unexpressed. She had gone through a lot of loss and some trauma. And because of that, she felt like nobody could hear her. Well, they couldn't really hear her because her voice truly was difficult to listen to. And so by getting to the root of her cause, and by working with some blue lace agate, she felt so much more comfortable and slowly expressing herself. She actually had to first start in writing because she realized that she wasn't ready yet to verbalize it. So, and I see a lot of entrepreneurs starting off and working with video, and there's a lot of fear around that. And so working with your throat chakra and some of the crystals for your throat chakra really will help to release some of that fear. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite crystals for the throat chakra as well right now. This is actually a big hunk. Is this just not incredible? The waxy on it kind of gives away that it is blue calcite. And so I keep the blue calcite actually in my kitchen because that is where most people seem to congregate. We're eating meals together, we're hanging out together, we're talking about how our days are, and everybody wants to express themselves and everybody wants to be heard. And so by having some blue calcite in the kitchen reminds me of let's all take our turns, what we all have to say is important, and it brings in that calming energy. So blue calcite's another amazing one. Amazonite. Here are a couple Amazonite stones that I have. Smooth, polished pocket stones. So the reason I like Amazonite so much is because Amazonite is kind of this greenish blue color, and it really connects the heart and the throat. So it's helping you to express yourself more from your heart's desires, and a very truthful expression, right? Because our hearts aren't going to lie. And let's see, what else do I have here for you? Angel light. This is an amazing one for sleeping when you're wanting to communicate more with your higher self, with your angels, with your spirit. So angel light, another one that I absolutely love. And going along with that is some celestite. Some crystal healers even believe celestite helps with more really deep meditations and communicating again with your higher self, but even in those astral planes. But it's an absolutely beautiful, just calming stone. It just feels good. Like I always say with crystals, you can read about them on the internet and you can buy books, but really to truly know is you just have to experience them. So I should mention, if you do want to start experiencing your crystals, start small, start with a few, and take notes. And right now on my website, you can download my journal, my crystal journal, for free. So I invite you to go over and do that, because it's normally $19.99, and right now I do have it as a gift for free, just to kind of keep track of using your crystals and how you feel when you use certain crystals. So another really amazing thing that you can do with your crystals. Oh, and I forgot to show you. Here's some lovely aquamarine. I don't have any in stone form right here, but these are in bracelet form. Again, stone of courage. So very calming, but helps give you that courage to express yourself fully. Now, there are many other crystals for the throat chakra, including this beautiful blue lace agate, one of the most prized of all the agates. You can tell it's an agate because the beautiful bands right in here. Another calming stone. And a lot of times with our throat chakra, we're using very calming stones because it's hard to express ourselves when we're anxious, right? So we need to stay calm. So what I was going to say is I love to also combine and mix those stones together. I do this a lot for my one-on-one clients. If you are interested or want a customized piece made specifically for you, please feel free to reach out, because I love doing that kind of work and customizing pieces and blending them together. For instance, this bracelet right here is some blue lace agate, very calming, peaceful, brings in that element of calm and clarity, with some angel light. And then I love this, the aqua angel aura, just to enhance speaking with our higher self or our angels. And it is a base with clear quartz, so it's going to amplify the energy of those other crystals. I also love this one. This is a mantra bracelet, which I have blended with some turquoise and some more blue lace agate, angelite, and aquamarine. So this is another excellent stone to use, because it also has a big mantra on there. Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, you can read more about what that means. I will post it in the comments, the actual meaning of that. But to use a mantra with your voice and with expression is very powerful. So as you can see, blending these stones together is really cool. It can make it more unique to your own needs. Selenite is another one that I love to blend with my throat chakra stones, because selenite brings in the energy of light and cleansing. So bringing the energy of selenite in with some of my throat chakra stones is super powerful. I want to mention that another really great thing to do when you do get your crystals is to give them a cleanse. Just give them a nice energetic cleanse. It doesn't hurt anything. I like to use sage spray because I have children in my home and I don't really like to use a lot of the smoke. So give them a nice energetic cleanse. Another thing you can do to kind of give them a cleanse, but really bump up the energy, is you can set them out underneath a full moon. And thirdly, you can charge them, or I'm sorry, not charge them, program them, give them a job, right? Because crystals are little beings. They have their own energy and they like to know what to do specifically as you're connecting with them. And it really, truly just doesn't hurt anything, right? So here's some more gorgeous angelite of mine. And what you can do to program your crystals is you can kind of just set your intention, right? When you're connecting with them, wear them a lot, let them get used to your energy, you get used to their energy, and maybe say, I'm wearing you to help me to be calm and to be centered, to express myself, or I'm wearing you to help connect with my angels, whatever it is your intention is. So I hope that you found this useful, and I look forward to connecting more. So feel free to share this video out, make some comments, and ask some questions, visit my website, thewilltowowjewelry.com. You can find out much more information on all the different crystals and the chakras and see some of my beautiful jewelry. So I'm looking forward to connecting more.